Now, because there were no big decisions to make, for the last couple of months, I've been looking back through our archives, if you will, at old faded photographs and copying them or scanning them, digitizing them, and hundreds of feet of movie film and videotapes, all collected during the last 50 years. And I'm going to show them to you all right now, the whole thing. No, I'm not. But I would like to show you some scenes from our first year of marriage, which was spent mostly here in the state of Georgia. But first, I want to run a piece of tape that I discovered that I'd completely forgotten about. It was in a box that was unmarked, no date on it or anything, and it hasn't been seen on anybody's TV till now, anybody's TV but ours, till tonight. And I'm going to run it. Now, don't get nervous. It's only G-rated, okay? But this was a tape that was made at the conclusion of a tour that we took of our local cable company's studios back in New Jersey. At the conclusion of that tour, they allowed the people who were on the tour to get into the control room and produce a little video. And then they would also have somebody on set to be the actors so that they'd have a video to produce. Well, we flip-flopped on that. And Marie and I starred in this very short video that I'm going to show you now. And if I push the right button, you're going to see it.
Good evening. Welcome to Talk of the Town. This evening we have Mr. Don Charles with us. Many of you will remember him from about 20 years ago. He had a nice rock band, but lately we haven't heard from him too much, and I was wondering what you've been doing since your last performance, Don.
Well, I've been taking it easy mostly. Being a rock star is a hard life. And so I've just been kind of laying out for the last 5 years and just living off my royalties, if you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. So that's why you haven't heard from me too much.
Well, the audience may have heard from your son, Nick, who has more or less come into his own in the local rock band area. And I was wondering how you felt now that you've been retired and seeing your son taking over and participating in the music business.
Well, yes, seeing Nick and hearing Nick play really gets me right here and right here a lot.
Well, his style is a little different than yours.
His style is a little different than mine. Mine was more your basic rock, and he's into the heavy metal rock, which hurts my ears, but the basic rock is the kind of thing that I did 20 years ago, which is, I think, the real rock.
Well, now really, with a father and son, is this a source of conflict? Is this something that you and your son have a problem with?
No,
the different styles and tastes in the music?
No, I just close his door and then I don't hear it. So,
you don't give him any little tips?
I just tell you to turn it down. That's about all I ever say to Nick, is just turn it down.
Wait, there's more.
Do you keep up communication with the former fellows that you played with?
Well, most of them are in jail, and so that's a little tough. But I do write them letters, and yeah. And I think Charlie will be out next year.
But you have stayed on the straight and narrow.
Hey, I've been really straight. The only problem I had, of course, was with the groupies. And that's really why I got out of it. I was getting too old for the groupies.
Okay, we'll take that up when we come back from
Somebody
break.
about your age would be.
forgot to tell you that was completely unrehearsed, and I had no idea what she was going to ask. And I thought she did a terrific job. However, the lesson for me that I got out of that was don't give up your day job.